Hello everyone, and thanks so much for coming back to my channel. And if this is your first time, hi, I am Natalie and I hope that you'll subscribe and stay a while. I am sitting in the parking lot pretty much at sunset, so we're losing light pretty quickly, and we are about to do an in the fitting room at Kohl's. Here's my long and short spiel about Kohl's. I think I've been in a Kohl's maybe 2 or 3 times in my entire life. I know for a fact it hasn't been any time in the last decade that I've been to one. I know that Kohl's is notorious for a lot of sales. They do their things like their Kohl's cash, so they have a lot of like reward dollars, things like that. People in my family shop at Kohl's a lot, especially ones with little kids. Evidently there's really good deals on like baby clothes, kid clothes, things like that. Now as far as plus size clothing, I can't say that I see a lot of hype or even much discussion at all about the findings at Kohl's. I do know that they came out, I don't know if it was a collab or if it was just one of their lines, I'm not sure, with a brand called Evri, E-V-R-I. I got it confused at first with the brand LV. LV is actually a really nice high-end plus size brand, but as far as Evri, I'm not familiar at all. The only reason I even knew about it was, well, one, they contacted me via email to possibly work together and then ghosted me. I'm not bitter or anything. But Candy from Candy Fox, I'll link her channel down below. She's one of my favorites to watch. She did a haul with Evri. As far as what's available in the store, it's from what I remember, it's a lot like a Target. There are clothes, home goods, there's beauty, obviously a lot of like kids stuff. So there's a lot of different kinds of things, shoes, all that stuff. Hopefully there will be a lot to choose from. I'm hoping that the plus size section is contained, where I'm not just gonna have to start wandering throughout the store to hopefully pick and choose and find things that are in plus size. We'll see. I really have nothing else to say about Kohl's. I have no expectations. I have nothing I'm searching for. I'm going in with a clear mind, clean slate, and I'm going to hopefully find some cool stuff. So let's go ahead and stop babbling. Let's get into the store and let's try on some Kohl's. Am I okay? Let's try on some clothes from Kohl's. Goodness gracious. After you see how this video goes, I feel like this was some sort of sign. The junior section did offer a lot of nostalgia for middle school. There was Candy's brand and Mud, and even when I walked through the perfumes, I saw an old favorite, Tommy Girl. Anyone else remember this? I guess I can go ahead and let you know that this video does not go like I thought it would. I walked into the women's section and immediately my heart broke. There wasn't a whole lot of branding. There was branding for the Evri brand that I just showed you there. There was several items from this brand, Chaps, which what I remember of Chaps, it was a men's brand. And then there was Croft and Barrow, and as you can see, these cutting edge pull-on jeans. Lord. Then there was some women's plus Nike, but it was such a tiny section, not well stocked, and nothing cool that the plus size offers. And then there were those swimsuits. Ugh. And yes, I was wearing a sweater because nighttime gets kind of cool here, and I'm wearing some pull-on jeggings from Simply Be. Very, very easy outfit. I dug around for a solid half hour trying to find anything that maybe I would want to try on. I found a couple pieces. I'll give it a go, but y'all, I wasn't excited about any of it. This first piece was a top from the Evri brand, sleeveless with a little bit of cutout up here at the chest. This was in a size 2X, as you can see, very generously sized. I liked the color, that was what drew it to me, and I liked that the armholes weren't gaping. It's a longer cut if that's what you're into, but nothing special. The cut of this top was definitely not what called to me, but the colorway, it reminded me a lot of Madewell. They do a lot of kind of the muted colors, even a little bit of like Southwest you know, influence in the colorway. This absolutely did not look nice on. It was definitely not a stretchy material. This is another 2X from the Every brand. This looks terrible. Y'all know I love denim and I love denim tops. This was from the Chaps brand in a size 3X. It was tight around the hips, but had a lot of room around the waist and the arms and chest. I tried to salvage it as best I could here with trying to see how it would look tied up, kind of cropped, using my chin as a tripod and showing y'all just, you know, tying it up a little bit, pulling my jeans up and like making the best of it. But y'all can find this kind of shirt anywhere and you don't have to spend $30 on it. Ugh. Pretty much the only thing that attracted me to these shorts was the color. I'm a sucker for like a rusty orange. These linen-y blend shorts had real pockets on the front and back with a drawstring. They are an easy pull-on short, but I feel like you can find that kind of function in a much nicer garment. These are a 22 and are very loose, but somehow still cling really poorly. Yeah, not a fan. And I also still can't floss. Can't do it. I was actually kind of excited to try these on because they are from the Vera Wang brand, but y'all, they were terrible and they weren't tight. They just did not fit well. These were kind of a disaster. Next two items I try were probably the least offensive. This was a pleated leopard skirt in a red and black and white leopard print. I really love accordion pleats. That's kind of what drew me to it. But same deal, I feel like this skirt is done much better by other brands at a lower price point. This dress was especially disappointing because I loved the cut. Honestly, like it was almost a maxi, kind of had a tiered bottom, but I just did not like the matronly pattern. I just feel like it would have been so much cuter in a more modern pattern. This was the Every brand's answer to an ankle length skinny. I'll let you go ahead and decide if these are an ankle-length skinny jean or not. Here's a hint. They're not, and they're very bad. Tried on a couple activewear pieces. They had a very small section. I believe this is the brand Drue, and it has just a plain black sports bra. It was totally fine, but overpriced. These little shorts had a pocket in them, but I hated how loose they were. They felt like a really loose, oversized swimsuit bottom. Did not like. And as you'll see right here, I'm on the phone with the fashion police, tattletelling on KOHL'S. And a 2X Nike sports bra is not Natalie sized in any way. I get a lot of really sweet comments from people telling me that even whenever I'm encountering something that might be negative, I have a really positive outlook, and I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it here. So I finished in the fitting room / around KOHL'S. I'm back in my car. I'm gonna try to make this short and sweet. My camera's about to die, so I might follow this up with some iPhone footage. But you know what? I don't have much to say because that was the worst in the fitting room experience that I've had so far. Not only was the selection in the store absolutely abominable, nothing felt good on, and even the couple items that weren't so bad, no way, no way. Plus size sections like this make me wonder what companies are even thinking, or why they're not thinking when it comes to designing or buying or what have you for plus size people. At least I know that JCPenney has a lot of cute stuff online. It's not the same for KOHL'S. JCPenney in the fitting room experiences last time wasn't awesome. We know that. But I know that there were some gems, there were some cute things, and there are cute things online. KOHL'S, I mean this. I literally mean this. Kohls, if somebody from the company watches this, I implore you to do some sort of field research, focus groups, reach out to people in the plus size industry as far as people who have influence. Camera died, but I know I don't have any batteries charged at home, so we're getting ceiling light and we're getting iPhone quality. I'm just gonna try to get this out there. Like I was saying before the camera died, I truly mean it when I say reach out to people with influence. I don't want to be like a stinker or anything, but I have a large audience on Instagram. I have a growing audience on YouTube. There are so many of us that have such reach and knowledge and insight as to what people are buying, what people are into, like just what trends there are. I'm not quite sure where companies like Kohls and where they're getting their information on what is cool or popular or hip or going to at least sell. What did I see in there? Oh my God. I literally, I'm so irritated. That kind of plus size section is the stereotypical, sad fat person section. I'm so irritated at that. And Kohls, I mean this. I'm gonna talk about this on my Instagram. I'm gonna tag the brands. I may even talk about it on Twitter. We deserve better than that. There was almost nothing in there that I could say is even remotely relevant to what people are wearing now. And you know what? If there are people shopping at Kohls, it's like, I want to save them. I want to rescue them and let them know that there are other things out there. And you know what? Those prices aren't any better than Target. They are no better than, really, honestly, Torrid. When it comes to things being on sale, it's like everything, literally every rack had some sort of sale. So it's one of those that they inflate the prices and then everything's always on sale. Those prices are really no different than Torrid even. There's no reason other than accessibility of why somebody should feel the need to shop there. I feel like anything that I found that even remotely mildly worked was an accident. It wasn't that it was something well constructed or really beautiful. It felt like the plus size section was there because they feel obligated. That's kind of what it felt like. That, to me, if I was a plus size person who did not know my options, who was super insecure about my body, and I went into a section like that, I would literally feel like the fashion world did not care about me. We already struggle with that enough, but there are more and more options popping up. That made me feel like an afterthought. It made me feel uncared for. That made me feel like whoever is buying or designing for Kohls couldn't care less about what we're wearing or how we feel. There was nothing sexy. There was nothing even just halfway decent. What the heck? I am aghast. One thing that could have saved it was there's a little plus size Nike section. There wasn't even anything remotely the trend that Nike plus size has. They had the largest size I saw was a 3X, and the sports bra that I tried on, as you'll see, was a 2X. Fit terribly. There wasn't any of the cool different leggings or tops or, jackets, all that kind of stuff. There was no swim for plus. There was no lingerie or anything like that for plus. Kind of like what I said in my JCPenney video, this brings me back to being in middle school and high school and having to shop somewhere, let's say like Sears or Cato's or something like that, and feeling like nobody fucking cared about me as far as fashion goes. And they just, there was no thought, there was no care, there was no research, there was no attempt to make the plus size person feel welcome. Walmart had cuter clothes, for sure. Walmart had cuter clothes. To a lot of people, these feelings might seem dramatic. over the top, but fashion means a lot to me. Self-image means a lot to me. Plus size people feeling empowered means a lot to me. Plus size people feeling included and revered means a lot to me. And when stores give such little, like, they had enough floor space and enough inventory. It wasn't like, oh, there was really only a couple racks of plus. No, we had a whole section in there with hundreds of items, and it was terrible. I don't know. So to some people, this may be dramatic, but to me, it's not. To me, this means a lot. Plus size people already have to move through society so much differently and with so much scrutiny, that whenever we are given, like, when our self-expression and, like, ways to adorn ourselves beautifully are taken away on top of that, I take it personally. So you know what, Kohls? I'll say it again. I implore you to do more research and to do better. If you want to hit me up, come in my email box, natalie@nataliemeansnice.com. I hope to see you there. Talk to me. I know a lot of people would be totally up to talking about how to make your plus size section not only more, I don't know, relevant to this year instead of 2010 or beyond, but also, like, just how to make us actually feel included. Like, I have nothing nice to say about the experience that I had in there. Nothing. I had nothing nice to say. I don't want to be ugly and I don't want to be hateful, but this kind of thing just sends me, you know? And I may need to get home and re-record this. I can't even see myself because I'm using the rear camera to try to get the best camera quality that I can. But I feel like I've said my piece and I mean it, and I'm not backing down from this. Kohls, do better. Get some better field research, do better trend research. There is no reason that companies at a lower price point like Walmart are doing better than you tenfold. Okay? Well, that was my video. I'm gonna go calm down, hang out with my dogs, and try to forget that this experience ever happened. I'm feeling some type of way, but you know what? That's what these videos are for, to show you what's available. If there is anything, even when I go back and look at the footage, that I remotely think some of you may like, I will link it down below, but I have a feeling you may not see very many links down below. I want to start a conversation just like I did on the Torrid video. What did you think? What were your impressions? How do you feel whenever you're walking into a section like that? And beyond that, I want some straight size people to chime in as well. I want y'all to chime in and let me know, like, would you shop there? Would you give them money? I'm curious. Let's start a conversation. Let's keep it going. Let's keep brands accountable. Let's keep them up with the times. I don't know who's getting paid to design or buy for their plus size section, but y'all should fire them and hire one of us because we're a lot better at it. That's my sassy thought for the evening. And I thank y'all so much for watching. And I will see y'all next time. And I hope it's better.